Hello guys, this is our second intermediate class. This is Ariel.
This is Taylor.
And we're going to walk you through Partners 20s Charleston. 20s Charleston looks like this. What's happening is the follow is starting her footwork on what would normally be the 5 for her, and leads are just starting on the 1 as they normally would.
This makes us a mirror image. If that wasn't the case, we would be crashing into each other, so that's what you're doing, you know you're doing it wrong.
Absolutely. We also taught a turn, push turn. It's initiated with a slightly bigger rock step. It goes like this. Ba, 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 ba. So what's happening is Ariel's pivoting, but keeping her footwork the same. It's still a touch, step, touch, step. We'll count it through. Touch, step, touch, step. What we talked about here is leads to lead this. They're bringing their partner's hand over a little bit more, exaggerating this rock step, and then it's passing over her. And as this is happening, followers are thinking about their framework, so that when they come back here, I can bring her towards me again with the back of her hand.
Notice when he pulls on my arm, this angle doesn't change, which means I'm holding my frame, so he has something to pull against.
Yeah. And this allows us to get back and closed on time. Other pointers for that? I think you can take your time.
Important not to grip this hand like we talked about before.
Yep. It's quite light, and this is just all about nice frame and compression and tension. So we moved on from here. We talked about how to actually get into 20s from our basic 6-count East Coast swing. Step, step, a rock, step, 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 a rock, step, step, touch, step, touch. So what's happening is we're starting the beginning of a tuck turn. We're getting to this position where we're in this high 5, very similar to 20s, and our weight is on this forward foot. And all that's happening is instead of lifting up my arm and letting my follow under, I'm going to bring it back. Our weight's over here. I'm taking her back. Touch, step, step. To get out of 20s, you can get out in a turn, or you can get out with a big rock step. Whole rock step, step, step. And then, of course, your hand is sort of in this goofy position. You can just swap it or drop it.
So my cues for all that is keeping my frame. Because if we come in here and Taylor does this, I can't go into him and I can't get away. So I have to start doing 20s.
That's right. So let's just show that again. A rock, step, step, step. A rock, step, step, touch. I'm keeping myself grounded. You're keeping your framework, we both are. And this hand is not lifting. We talked about styling, foot styling. So for 20s, you can fancy up a little bit. When you're taking your steps, you sink down and you're putting your heels in. In, in, in. You can do one piece of that or all 4 pieces. So your 20s Charleston can look like this. In, step, 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 in, step. And you can slowly build these pieces together until you're getting some fancy footwork. It's all the same. I think that was what we covered.
That was basically what we covered. We also covered the beginning part of our review routine for you guys, but we're not going to film that until we have a little bit more of it.
That's right.
So watch for that in the coming weeks. And thanks for coming out. We're going to see you all on Friday. Swingtoberfest.
Better
be there.